and thus he becomes a
There
fine
are some
artist.
that make them, though.
Yes.
You can make one.
The fifis.
Right.
Yes. But I think that this is an excuse, before moving on, they're saying it's a contest. Is that an excuse for the company, Nick? Or is it really?
I mean, first off, where's the car in that? Maybe I'm old-fashioned, and I'm old-fashioned, so I don't have a problem with underage sex, but I'm old-fashioned in the sense I want a car in the car.
Well, thanks for clarifying. All right, from smoking to stroking. So it's been only weeks since former Congressman Anthony Weiner graced us with his penis. And while the man without body hair might not be aware of why he did what he did, science now offers an explanation. Psychology professor Stephanie Ortigue blames it on a mental state called the S-zone, where, quote, people have this urge and there's a loss of control. At this moment in time, their attention is suddenly focused on that reward, and everything else suddenly doesn't exist anymore. Within this zone, a man loses track of time and no longer considers consequences. And then when he's done satisfying himself, he's overcome with self-loathing. Basically my life. Anyway, add high testosterone to the mix, often found among ambitious men, and you've got a recipe for flashing your junk, or at least attacking coconuts.
Sieht aus wie ein Horrorfilm.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty amazing. That's my roommate, Carl.
Yeah,
he's a great artist.
I'm
betting.
That guy's wife is taking her life in her hands every time she enters the bedroom. Man, that is.
What makes you decide that that's going to be the record you want to break?
That's going to be your art.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting the hurt
you have
on
to. You have like. Do you make a list of like 20 of them and just start eliminating the things?
Is he like bunt cake, cantaloupe, coconut?
Yes. Allison, since you were already talking, I might as well ask you this question. Experts.
It worked.
Yes, it did. Experts say this doesn't happen to women because they focus on the long-term consequences, where men don't. This is why women aren't often arrested for exposing themselves.
Right.
Do you buy that theory?
Well, it's interesting because men often will say that men are more rational and more pragmatic, and yet this is arguing that no, women are more pragmatic because they're thinking of the long-term consequences. I mean, the idea, to me, this is just saying stuff we already know with different words and using science to back it up. Like the S zone is this zone that you're supposed to get into essentially when you're turned on, and I think we could all agree that yes, when you're turned on, you are thinking about the end of that. You're not thinking about, what's going to happen in 2 weeks or something. But I don't know. I do think that it is uniquely male to want to photograph your junk and send it out into the blogosphere.
I don't think the S zone exists, or the G spot for that matter. I've done looking for that, by the way. Hung up my pith helmet and I said goodbye to the G spot. But women have to do that because if they screw up, and I'm not talking about exposing yourself, but sexually you have to have that approach because you could have a 9-month commitment to you having a couple too many Zimas and screwing up. So I do think women are sort of wired to have that, whereas we're more wired like blues singers, which is, we'll move on. You know what I'm saying? So that's in you, not to be in you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a great lyric. Quickly, Nick, because I got to move.
Yeah, well, first off, what color is Wiener's Sportage again?
I have no idea.
But secondly, if women don't like to expose their junk, where, when you type in a certain word that begins with C and ends with T, where do those images come from?
Yes, and clearly
you mean Camelot?
Clearly you have not logged on to the Blake Lively zone, as I have been during this whole Wiener Gate. It's fantastic.
Well, here's the thing. I think that he is in every man's nightmare. You know when you ever have the dream of being naked at at a commencement address or at work, but you always wake up. He's never woken up. Right. It actually, he keeps thinking it's going to end, but it never has.
But he likes this.
No,
he sent his junk out there.
He hit the wrong button. And in that moment after he hit the wrong button, worst feeling ever.
But it wasn't like he was trying to put it in his personal photo book.
He
was trying to send it to
I'm not defending him, by the way. I've got to go, though. Coming up, John Travolta is dead. Tired of all the speculation about his sexuality. But first, never gets old. So who's Lady Gaga hanging with now? Probably a New York strip. Here she is. So should kids learn to bargain in kindergarten? Well, as Big Hollywood reports, some California brats are getting not-so-subtle lessons in unions, courtesy of a delightful puppet show produced by the state's Federation of Teachers. It's called Trouble in the Hen House. The plot? A bunch of hens feel oppressed by the farmer, typical hens, so they rally together and create Hens United. And they make demands including more and better food, no mold or sand in their corn. I do the same. Freedom to walk around in a bigger hen house. Plus, each hen should only lay an average of 4 eggs a week, and so on. Of course, the farmer says no way, telling the hens to shut up and get back to the hen house. But the chickens rebel, saying, quote, you have to recognize our union, Hens United, or we'll all stop laying eggs. And so the farmer realizes without eggs, he'll go bankrupt and gives in. And the chickens rejoice, saying, we stuck together and we won. Until, of course, they're eaten. So actually, there is a happy ending, you stupid chickens and your dumbass union. Nick, is this brainwashing at its worst or at its best?
You know, the one thing you don't have to worry about in schools is kids learning what the teachers tell them. So I'm not too bent out of shape about this, but I don't get it because don't the teachers understand they're the farmer in that scenario?
Yeah.
And they're going to have, like, you know, a 6-year-old kids beating the hell out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes no sense whatsoever.
Adam, is this kind of creepy?
Is this LA Unified, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know. But is this
It's a mess.
Yeah.
The school system's a mess. The teachers' union's a mess. They're overpaid. They're underqualified. Anytime you guarantee anyone anything and don't give them the chance to be axed, it turns into a mess. They get lazy and they're self-entitled. So I cannot send my kids to a LA school. They must go to a private school. And by the way, my kids are now being brainwashed. I had my 5-year-old told me I wasn't the boss of him. And then I said, yes, I am the boss of you. I'm the boss of everything in this GD house. And he said, yeah, but you're not the boss of my mind. And then I said, yes, I am. If it's in this house, I'm the boss of it. And then he wanted to go swimming at 5 in the afternoon. And he said he wasn't going outside without sunblock. And I said, the sun is on the other side of the house. The pool's in utter shade. And he said, no way. And I said, yes, way. And I went to go get a towel. And he ratted me out to the nanny. So the daddy was sending him out without sunblock. So we've destroyed our kids with this notion, and especially the unions and Los Angeles. It's all one big fat mess. So I can't stand it. It's ruined Los Angeles, especially
people are
in
leaving.
California.
Well, they're leaving to find work elsewhere because no one can afford to hire these people.
They shot Battlefield Los Angeles in like North Carolina. That's all you need. Why? They got a tax break. So keep it up, idiots.
Yeah. Although I am confused, though, if you're the boss of the house, how are you worried that the kid ratted him out to the nanny? Aren't you the boss of her?
You know what you'd think.
But no, the nanny runs the union.
No, but she's in a nanny union, so they'll have a sit-in and block my driveway.
And she was seeing Schwarzenegger on the side, so you didn't want her angry. Allison, last word on this. Do you think students will actually listen to this?
I would have loved to see a puppet show when I was in school.
Yes.
The thing that is ridiculous about this, though, is that the chickens are organizing for better feed and only laying 4 eggs a week. Like, why wouldn't they get together and not be chickens on a farm anymore?
Yeah.
I think they should go one extra level.
Yeah.
And
so
where do they go?
Violent
Have you read
Revolution.
Animal Farm? Yeah, Violent Revolution.
Yes.
Then they take it back for the chickens.
Your puppet show would have followed Mao, and there would be bloodshed, and their chickens would kill and eat the farmer.
Wouldn't you rather see that?
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the message, but I would love to see it.
Well, that's for middle school. Though,
Yeah, exactly.
Open up a Kentucky Fried Human. I see what you're going with this.
Exactly.
This is a story ready to be written.
All right, we got to move on. So, do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. And to leave a voicemail, my direct line, it's very simple, 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy. It's a jerk. Welcome back. Let's find out if we got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. Hey, Andy.
Hey, Greg. Ron Paul and Barney Frank introduced legislation to let states decriminalize marijuana. Adam, you said you have a lot of friends who smoke weed. None of them have cancer. None of them have glaucoma. Way to blow their cover, dude.
Oh, I've blown more than their cover. Yeah. They're cool dudes.
This is a family-friendly show, Adam.
No, it's not.
This isn't one of your,
No, it is
this isn't one of your podcast things. Greg, why do you think it's BS that you can get pot for stress?
It's another one of those things. And this is what gives pot a bad name, is that people are lowering the standard for getting it. It's like, you need it for, what carpal tunnel syndrome?
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, I know you have that.
I don't, but
Yes, you do.
I kind of wish I did now.
Yeah, but no, they have it for all these strange anxiety disorders, which is basically called life.
Yeah, I just don't see what's wrong with that.
I just think that you should be honest.
You know what you are? You're the man.
I am the man.
When did that happen?
I don't know. It happened, I don't know, over the last couple of weeks.
Look at yourself.
You know what it is? It's
Look at
because I haven't been
yourself,
eating
Greg.
enough carbs.
Take a good look in the mirror and look at and see what you've become.
You're right.
If you're the man, can I be Chico?
Yeah, you know what happened to Chico.
Yeah, but he had a great time while he was on Earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Scatman Crothers. if you're gonna
In The Shining?
be- no, he was the garbage man. He sung. It's back
Just
when
checking.
garbage men
Just-
were happy.
Exactly.
Just checking. Just checking. Nick, you asked who would you want to smoke pot with less than Barney Frank and Ron Paul? Rick Santorum?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Greg, I've never seen a stoner try to fix something or a stoner who wants to try to fix something.
I've had personal experience with this
Really?
at my house. When I put up my house for sale, I had some friends staying over, and they got very, very high, and they started noticing flaws in my house and started taking down things. I had an open house the next day, and they all left. Might have been a prank, actually.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing about stoners is they can have a porch with a gaping hole in it and never fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
But they become MacGyver when it comes to making a bong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me
No,
that apple and
absolutely.
that crazy straw and the duct tape in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, do you have a swimming pool here?
Allison, I'm with you. Stoners are their own worst enemy when it comes to legalizing it. And getting to something Greg brought up also, when you see people portrayed as drunk, you think, oh, hey, that looks like fun. When you see people portrayed as stoned, you just think, man, they look stupid.
Yeah, and yet hanging out with stoned people is sort of as annoying sometimes as hanging
Right.
out with really drunk people.
I would say more annoying unless the drunk person is Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you just need to be wearing waterproof clothes, keep the distance.
Here's the
but
thing
it's
about
fun.
drunk people.
That's
if you
not
get
that's
drunk,
not water, Allison.
if you get drunk incrementally with them, it's fine.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you show up after they're all
Yes.
lit up,
Right.
then it's horrific.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, hey,
Yeah.
bud.
But
They're
whose
spitting
fault is
on
that?
you.
That's actually the sober guy's fault.
He
right?
should have got
Yeah.
to the party early and started doing shots with
Yeah.
everyone
Poor
else.
time man.
That's why they invented Four Loko, so you could catch up.
Right.
That's the.
Yeah.
I love how the only bad guy here is sobriety. In all of these explanations, well, he should have known to take that shot at 3 in the morning.
I don't even think we're not even considering sobriety as an option here.
No,
are we?
it isn't.
That is
Well, the
off.
people
That's
that-
off the table.
No, it is.
The people
Yeah.
that are messed up don't mind that you're sober because they think you're as messed up as they are.
Yes. Right.
You're the one who minds their state. So it's
Right.
your responsibility to catch up.
But here's the problem: the thing that links annoying people together with alcohol or pot is announcing your state. It's like I'm so stoned
Right.
or I'm so wasted. Those are the people that are
Right.
annoying.
There's an interesting thing, which is if you say to a guy, listen, you're drunk, give me the keys, they'll go, I'm not drunk, I can handle it. But if you go, dude, are you stoned? They just pause and go, they never deny it. They just a knowing laugh.
Yeah.
It's a secret handshake for stoners.
I am so sober, you guys.
Hey, Nick, shouldn't all these conservatives and Tea Party folk who champion states' rights be all over this legislation?
Yeah, they should be, absolutely. And I think it's a real test to see whether or not they mean what they say.
Well, I guess, who's it, Lamar Smith from Texas says he's not even going to let the bill come up for a vote in his committee.
I'm betting on Ron Paul, also from Texas, is going to wrestle it past him, where they might do the Statue of Liberty play. And,
Oh, really?
Because all you have to do, I think, is get the bill onto the floor, and then it automatically passes. It's kind of like American Gladiators.
Okay. By the way, Adam, I agree that cupcake shouldn't be the size of, was it a volleyball you said or something like
Is
that?
utility, tether, doesn't matter. Yeah.
At that point, it's just a cake, right?
No, and also there's no way
Cups
to
are big now.
there's no way to eat it because you put it in your face and it looks like you just got done making a gay porn film, or you get a knife and fork out and you become the most anal retentive person, like Tony Randall makes fun of you at that point. So there's no way to eat it.
Cupcakes were, by the way, originally baked in small cups, hence the name.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's fascinating.
Kia ad. Adam, I believe you wanted to know, I think it was you said, if the Kia ad won the silver lion, what won the gold?
Yes.
It was a Samsonite ad featuring the beheading of orphans.
Wow. All right. Well,
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of Samsonite, but I'm gonna have to rethink that.
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense because where do you put the heads?
Right.
See?
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Right,
one makes
exactly.
sense.
Yeah. Actually, it was 10 ads, including a Samsonite ad that showed first-class passengers enjoying a heavenly experience on an airplane, while the Samsonite luggage has a hellish time down in the cargo hold, but still emerges sparkling after its ordeal.
I love it when they give inanimate objects life. It's so
Right.
exciting.
And then
Yeah.
punish
Yeah.
them by
Yes.
giving them a
Right,
hellish
are we
ordeal.
back to the wiener